Hello everyone. On this occasion, we will learn about superstitions in Indonesia and around the world. Are you afraid of black cats? Would you open an umbrella indoors? And how do you feel about the number 13? Whether or not you believe in them, you're probably familiar with a few of these superstitions. So, how did it happen that people all over the world knock on the wood or avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks? Well, although they have no basis in science, many of these worldly specific beliefs and practice do have equally weird and specific origins. Because they involve supernatural cause, it's no surprise that many superstitions are based in religion. Indonesia, like many other countries, has its own share of superstitions that we hear about so often that we pretty much never question the logic behind them. Indonesian superstitions our parents drum into our heads as we grow up and how they come about. For examples, no sitting or standing at the doorway, especially with spreads in Japanese and Sundanese cultures. This superstition says that if you sit or stand at the doorway, you'll have difficulties finding your other half. The superstitions originate from the old practice of women sitting together at a doorway while looking for lice in each other's hairs. This superstition says that cutting your fingernail at night will cause you and your parent to die soon, and is said to have originated in Japan, where it's believed that doing so will summon evil spirits. The logical explanation is that cutting your fingernail at night is risky because of the lack of light, which could cause you to end up hurting yourself. The number 13 was associated with the biblical Last Supper, where Jesus Christ dined with his 12 disciples just before being arrested and crucified. The resulting idea that having certain people at a table was bad luck eventually expanded into 13 being an unlucky number in general. Now, this fear of the number 13, called triskaidekaphobia, knocking on wood, is thought to come from the folklore of the ancient Indo-Europeans or possibly people who predated them who believed that trees were home to various spirits. Touching a tree would invoke the protection or blessing of the spirit within. And somehow this tradition survived long after belief in these spirits and faded away. So, why do people cling to these bits of forgotten religions, coincidence, and outdated advice? Aren't they being totally irrational? Well, yes, but for many people, superstitions are based more on cultural habit than conscious beliefs. After all, no one is born knowing to avoid sitting or standing at the doorway, but if you grow up being told by your family to avoid, so, hopefully, with these explanations, you will understand the definitions of superstitions as a belief that continues to grow in Indonesia and several countries in the world.